At least 4 people have been killed in a mass shooting at a child's birthday party in California. 10 others were injured in the shooting at a restaurant on Saturday evening in the state's northern city of Stockton. A suspect is still on the loose, and police say they believe that the shooting may have been targeted. The county sheriff gave this update on the incident.
What we have confirmed at this time is that there was a banquet hall where a family was celebrating. We have 14 victims of this shooting. 4 of those are deceased. The victims have been transported to local hospitals throughout the area. This is a very active and ongoing investigation. Information remains very limited at this time. Early indications suggest that this may be a targeted incident. Investigators are exploring all possibilities at this time.
More with me now is our correspondent Simon Jones with more on this. Hi Simon, what more do we know about how events unfolded at this birthday party?
Well, the authorities are describing what happened as shocking and unfathomable. It gives you a sense of shock amongst the community there. Now, we know that a family had gathered to celebrate a child's birthday, and then just before 6 o'clock in the evening is when the shooting happened. Now, a key priority for the police is to find out who was responsible for this. The person who fired the shots left the scene, and the police are looking for that person. They're appealing for information from the public. They're appealing for anyone who may have any mobile phone or dash cam footage of what happened. Now, as we heard, the police believe this may have been a targeted attack, though they say they are keeping an open mind. I think it's worth taking a moment to read a reaction from the Vice Mayor of Stockton, Jason Lee. Now, on social media, he says, "Tonight my heart is heavy in a way that's hard to put into words. As Vice Mayor of Stockton and as someone who grew up in this community, I'm devastated and angry to learn about the mass shooting at a child's birthday party. A birthday party should never be a place where families fear for their lives." He goes on to say, "Violence touched my life as a young person, and seeing our own children, parents and neighbours go through this shakes me deeply. Stockton is my home. These are our families. This is our community." So once again, you're getting a sense there, although shootings and mass shootings, unfortunately, sadly common in the United States, I think the fact it happened at a child's birthday party, a family coming together to celebrate that moment, and now we know 4 dead and 10 injured.
Yeah, and what more do we know about the victims, Simon?
Well, the authorities haven't given any great detail. We know that the victims, those survivors, have been taken to hospital. We haven't had any update yet on their conditions, but obviously caring for them is a major priority. But for the police at the moment, their focus has to be on finding the person responsible for this. So a large manhunt underway as we speak.
As you say, sadly, mass shootings are very common in the US, but whenever something like this happens, it does raise the issue of gun control. And there are, in California, some of the country's tightest gun controls, aren't there?
Yeah, they are some of the toughest gun controls within the US, but there have been a number of challenges over the years to the right to have guns and to have weapons. So that's a debate that inevitably takes place when these shootings happen on a regular basis. But as I say, the fact this happened at a child's birthday party, people coming together to celebrate that event, that really will focus the minds. And certainly from the authorities who are being kept up to date with what's happened, that's the sense you get, that sense of disbelief, unfathomable, as I said at the start. They're using that word to describe what happened. So as well as that investigation, I think once again we will see much debate about gun crime and gun law.
Yeah, OK, Simon, thank you very much. And of course, we'll keep you across that story as we get any more developments on it.